Hi guys, so I am sitting down today to do kind of an update video. We are at our house in Cape Cod, if you are not familiar with this, and I apologize for the echo possibly going on in here. I'm still working on where I record, and in here, I used to do it where the bed was my background. Do you guys remember that? The bed that's in here was behind me and I sat at my desk over here, but the lighting was just not working right, and so I decided to try it a different way for today, especially considering for today that it didn't really matter what the background was. So I thought I would give this a try. So we'll see how it goes out with both the sound and with the lighting. And then also the last time you saw an actual video from me, I was starting my 8-week hormone reset program that I was doing. I am on week 4, or no, I just completed week 4 of the 8 weeks. And if you're not familiar, I have a video of what I'm kind of doing with that. It essentially goes to where you do kind of a detox where you go down to strictly vegetables and then you start adding things back in. The only vegetables you don't have during that beginning are nightshade vegetables. So like tomatoes, broccoli, red peppers, I forget, there's a bunch of things. But you add those back in, you wait 3 days, you see how your body reacts. We have done some blood work within that scope as well a few times. And then you do this with various items, adding back in, let's think here, it was eggs, it was shellfish, it was red meat, it is dairy. I do not add back in, but we are like full-fledged, like cow's dairy, but we do add back in things like Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, some harder cheeses like Parmesan cheese and things like that. And then there was something else. I can't remember. So essentially I am finished my 4th week. I started out when I started this whole program, and honest with you, like a plus side is I knew it was going to help me lose weight. However, it was also to help with a lot of perimenopause symptoms that I was starting to see. I was struggling with sleep. I was having hot flashes. I was having night sweats. I was having sporadic periods. I was having a lot of belly kind of weight gain. The other key thing with this is you do also through this tend to go more organic, or as much as you possibly can organic as well. So that's kind of been a learning curve for me. So I started at 170 pounds and I'm down to 163 after 4 weeks. So 7 pounds in 4 weeks is great. I notice, so I always lose my weight first, right under like where my chest is. So I guess my waist, but it's like my higher waist, not like my abs and my belly area. I have noticed some areas in my belly kind of going down. It is still, you know, got a long way to go. My sleep has been, I always, like for the most part, I got up a lot during the night to pee, but I could get up, go pee, and go back to sleep, no problem. So I always thought I slept well. Oh my gosh, I sleep so much better. No hot flashes. I haven't had any issues with night sweats anymore. I have gotten my period back to being regular, which is crazy to me because I haven't had it regular in a few years. So that right there is showing you the difference in my hormones. We've added in some additional supplements as far as my thyroid, my liver, my gut, some things like that. I do take a probiotic every single day, no matter what. So I'm really enjoying this. It is hard. The beginning, I was struggling. Like it is definitely, this is not a diet. This is, you know, learning what reacts to me now that I'm perimenopause. Like, and I did learn this too. So menopause is actually 1 day in time. So there's perimenopause, menopause, and postmenopause. Peri is everything leading up to that. It could be months, days, weeks, years, whatever. Menopause is the actual day that you for 1 full year have not had a period. Then once you hit that date, that menopause date, you are then postmenopause. So menopause itself is only 1 day. So that being said, I did also kind of put a stipulation on myself that during this 8-week process, I was not going to buy any more clothes. I was going to put myself on pause. No clothes. I could still do like makeup, skincare, the things that I use on a daily basis. And to be honest, I thought I was going to go a little makeup crazy, and I've kind of been enjoying this. It's a little weird for me to say. I have read a few books just about like kind of minimizing and downscaling. I've been reading some books. I'm a big summer reader anyway, and I've been reading some books just about food and how it reacts with your body. So my favorite book that I read just about kind of like honing in on your style, and it's such, I would not have thought, I'm not a Hilton person like Paris Hilton. It was actually Nikki Hilton's book, and how I came across this was I read the Paris Hilton book. Oh my gosh, guys. We had no idea what her life was like. It is absolutely crazy. You wouldn't even believe it. Anyway, that being said, in her book, she talked about her sister's book about style, and I was like, oh, I'll pick it up. I think it was like a couple bucks on Amazon. It wasn't anything crazy. I actually went and grabbed the book real quick because I even brought it with me. It was in my briefcase. So it is the Nikki Hilton 365 Style is the book. So I'll put the link for that down below. I am actually very impressed with this. I did not think I was going to enjoy it that much, but I really did. And I loved some of the tips and tricks that she gave to use seasonally to kind of like downsize your wardrobe or to kind of curate your wardrobe, which with Nordstrom sale coming up, let me know down below. Are you, because on Instagram I asked this, if people are excited about Nordstrom anniversary sale, they could care less about it, or if they're just in the middle, they're kind of just like, nah, maybe I'll shop it. I am always been like that. Nordstrom anniversary sale, it's like the Super Bowl, you get all this stuff for fall. And then I've learned I am usually buying things. I love buying them and trying them on and seeing what works and what doesn't. That I will probably still do. But I have learned over the years that I tend to get items, like the way they look on, think I'm going to use them, and come the fall, they sit. Or they weren't what I thought it was going to be, or it didn't work with other items I had. Now, in previous years, I will say part of my issue with that is the sale goes on while I'm here in Cape Cod. Closest store is 2.5 hours away. So I do ship everything and I try it all on, but I'm trying it all on without having my other fall and winter items. So I'm generally trying it on with like a white t-shirt or with like some basic things that I always have that are fine, but they're not how I would wear them for the fall or winter. So in years past, I do end up with a lot of items that I don't end up really loving and using. And so with that being said, I do want to say that some of the things she mentioned in her book, okay, I'm going to talk about these things real quick, is that she suggested coming up with 3 words that describe your style best. Now the 3 words, and it isn't necessarily like what I think of myself, but when I look out and I see things on Pinterest, on other people, whatever, what styles, when I see them, do I go, okay, that, like, I love that look. I love a classic like jeans, white t-shirt, and blazer look with a pair of heels or booties. Like, I could wear that every single day. And I think that to be a fairly classic piece, a timeless piece, but it's also a comfortable thing, minus the heels, right? But you could use it with a ballet flat. And there's so many variations of that. So I kind of did decide through looking at some photos and getting some ideas, what I feel best in, I feel my most confident in, and when I see other people in it, I always go, ooh, that looks good, are pieces that are classic pieces. Your blazers, your white tee, your classic pump, a pointed ballet flat, a great booty, a great pair of jeans, a classic pant. Those items, that word classic really works for me. And then things that are timeless. I am not a big fan of prints. I find a print a lot of times can go in and out of style. I know there are certain prints that can be more muted that aren't as jump out at you, but prints just don't work on me. And they also tend to, you can tell when someone maybe got them, like that print was in last year, it isn't like in this year. So to me, I want things that are timeless, that I can wear year after year after year. And I had a problem with the fact, because of what I do, both here on YouTube and on Instagram, that I was buying a lot, like white button downs, white t-shirts. I was buying so many of them just to have the newest one to be able to link for you guys for this year. And I don't know why I'm doing that. That doesn't make any sense. Why not use what I have? And I'm trying to, as I mentioned, kind of just minimize buying stuff just to buy stuff. As I get older, I'm almost 50, I just don't feel the need for it anymore. So I think I am going to try to more gravitate into like doing more capsule wardrobe type of things. As I was discussing these things, and I really like a timeless look. Things that I can wear year after year after year and still feel like nobody can look at it and go, she got that last year. You know what I mean? And then another word that always resonates with me is comfortable. If I'm not comfortable, not everyone is going to think of comfort as jeans, a pair of booties, a blazer, things like that. You might think of comfortable as leggings, a t-shirt, a jean jacket, and sneakers. That one is also one for me. That is always one that I feel great in. But it's that comfort factor. If I am not comfortable, I'm not going to wear it. And then I'm not going to feel good about what I'm wearing if I do wear it. So those are the three words that I kind of worked my way down into and thought, these are really words that I think of when I think of what I want to be wearing. Then another thing that I've started doing is, as I am looking at new pieces, and honestly, as I clean out my closet, let me stop here and tell you this too. So what I decided to do for summer when I brought my clothes to this house is, instead of hanging a hanger straight in where the closed part of the hook is facing me, I took all of my hangers. I used to do this back in the day and I haven't done it in years. And I faced them all so the open part is facing me. So it's backwards, right? I'm hooking it in this way. So it's backwards on the hook. I put everything I hung up facing backwards. As I wear something and then wash it and put it away, I face it the normal way, which is kind of like the hook, the back of it facing me. So I know I wore it and I know I love it. So I know that's an item I'll want to keep. So at the end of the summer, if I have hangers still facing the wrong way, I have to reconsider and decide if those are items that I will keep. Now, some of the questions I have been asking myself in this process too are, do I need it? That's more so something new. Do I need this in my wardrobe? Is it a white top that looks just like the others I have? Is it another pair of jeans that I continually grab the same 4 pairs of jeans as my first pair, maybe different cuts and styles, but do I need it? Do I really need it? Now, at the end of the summer, I'll ask myself that same question if an item is facing the wrong way. Is it an item that I need? Then the next question, will I use it? Is it an item that I will use with other items currently in my wardrobe? Now, again, if the hanger is facing backwards, do I need to keep it? And will I use it if I keep it? Then the last question I ask myself is, do I love it? Whether it's new or old, do I love it? Keeping an item just because I might use it isn't the right answer. Do I love it? Do I love the fact that when I look at it, I go, ooh, I can picture myself in this, because it's either classic, timeless, or comfortable. So see how all of these are tying back together? Now, going back to the Nikki Hilton book, is she has this kind of concept. It's called 365. I think the book's actually called 365 Style. I'll link it down below. And I thought it was like 365 days of style. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm sure someone helped her come up with this idea, but this is genius. So you take that 3, 6, and that 5. 3 is pick for each season. Now, this is not for your entire outlook on style. This is just, let's use summer for an example. And you want to come up with 3 different things that in that season you usually need outfits for. And for me, here in Cape Cod, it's not a real dressy place, but my 3 things for the season are date night. We usually go out to dinner with friends, or we do date nights or things like that. So that's kind of like dinner looks. Now, again, keeping in mind, it is cooler here at night. So that generally consists of an open-toed shoe, some sort of pant, jean, skirt, dress, and then some sort of top or jean jacket or something like that. Then I need your more casual but still put together outfits for maybe more rainy days when we're not at the beach, going to lunch, going downtown shopping. Maybe I need these outfits for the evenings where we stay in and have a cookout. I got way too comfortable. We cook at our house and a couple friends' houses, and I got way too comfortable in when we did that. I was throwing on either leggings or sweatpants with like flip-flops and a t-shirt. But I always felt like I wasn't put together. I can do leggings with a t-shirt with a kind of more fashion sneaker and a jean jacket, and that looks and feels more put together, classic, timeless, and comfortable. So those are more those casual lunch cookout styles of outfits. And then the other thing that I need outfits for when I'm here is the beach day type of looks. Now, my beach days are kind of going to consist of a couple different things, because I have kind of like go out for a walk or go to the beach. Now, I'm not going to wear my swimsuit and my cover up to go take a walk down to the beach with the dogs and back. So I need things that are more like comfortable shorts, like t-shirts, little things like more workout style things. But I want to stop and think about those and make sure that they aren't just things just to have things. Like, I was throwing on legitimately things that look like I just rolled out of bed. But then I'd end up seeing somebody I knew walking down to the beach or something. So I want to come up with things that I can wear with it. But then under that same umbrella there, I also need beachwear. So I need good swimsuits. Blue by Ron Beatty. Guys, if you haven't tried their swimsuits, I found their swimsuits about 4 or 5 years ago. I've not worn another swimsuit since then. I probably have 15 of them. Cover-ups, a good cover-up. J. Crew has my favorite cover-ups by far. Blue by Ron Beatty has some good ones too, but they're more sheer and not everyone loves those. So again, it's that more beach looks. So I need that third thing to be more of a beach style for me. So that can consist of shorts, tops, and then beach cover-ups and swimsuits. So those are my 3 of my 3, 6, 5. Then let's move on to the 6 of the 3, 6, 5. And the 6 is 6 essential pieces that will work for those 3, okay? So for me, let's say summer again, those 6 things would probably be, and these are not accessories. They're not like shoes. They're not purses. They're not jewelry. They're not sunglasses. They're not things in that realm, belts. They are actual clothing pieces. Now, of those 6 pieces, you do want to take into account that these are not items that are your staple items that you always have in your wardrobe that you use season after season. So some of my staple items are things like I mentioned, they're my, I always have blazers, I always have jean jackets, I always have white tees, I always have leggings, and I always have jeans. So taking those out of the equation, we're gonna figure out what those 6 items are to get me through the season. So we've got swimsuits. Swimsuits and cover-ups, I'm going to kind of combine into one because I generally have them together. But good swimsuits, as I mentioned, and good cover-ups. Shorts. For me, in the summer, it's going to be some sort of kind of open cable knit sweater. Some sort of either very colorful or white blazer. Good white pants. Spanx has the best non-see-through white pants I have found anywhere. And some sort of top that has a detail to it. Something that is going to stand out from a basic white tee, whether it's V-neck or round neck. Something that has a fun sleeve to it, so when I take the sweater or blazer off, or something that just has a distinctive detail to it. So that is the 6 of the 3, 6, 5. And now that you get to the 5 is more your accessories, your shoes, your sunglasses, your purses, things like that. And you're gonna pick 5 of them that can work with all of these outfits. Now for me, in the summertime, it's a good pair of a wedge of some sort, a good pair of flat sandals, flip-flops, whatever you want to live in. Favorite pair of sunglasses. I love a good classic sunglass. Just pick a pair you love, and I wear that same pair every single day. I used to have so many different pairs and always changing them up. Ever since I found this one pair, I have stuck with it. Then a good classic purse that's going to get you through the whole summer. This year, I found this beauty. How pretty is this? Has a crossbody, and it is like this beautiful little bag, and the handle. It's just so pretty. It gets so many compliments. So that is my 4th accessory. My 5th item is actually a lip gloss. I can't live without this. I have these everywhere. If you've been here for any period of time, you know my love for this runs deep. I have them everywhere. I have the color number 6. There are a bunch of different colors. You can get them at Ulta now too. But these, there is nothing to me like going out without a pretty lip. I don't know. So this is a must-have for me. So that is my 3, my 6, and my 5. And that I'm going to use to get me through this summer. Now, when Nordstrom anniversary sale happens next month, I think going to go through it kind of in the same manner that I would have years past. Here's the hard part. When I am here and not in store, I have to order everything that I see online that I think I might like, get it in, try it on for my body type, and then go from there. Now, when I'm placing my order, I am going to try to ask myself the questions of, is it classic, is it timeless, and is it comfortable? The comfort thing would be when I get it in a little bit more so, but I'm going to try and ask myself those questions along with the, do I need it? Will I use it? And do I love it just looking at it in the picture? And then when it comes in, I'm going to maybe do these videos a little differently and go through and we'll ask those questions as I put them on as well. I do want to say before I go too far about Nordstrom anniversary sale is I feel like the last couple of years it's been a little repetitive. It has been the same things. Whereas I used to feel like it was new stuff every year or something different. I feel like it's a lot of the same items over and over and over again with some new styles in there. Usually there's some new booties and some new tops, but there hasn't been anything that I've been like, wow, that was groundbreaking. Maybe I didn't think that back in the day either. So I'm a little bit like on the fence because I know I love it and I really do enjoy it and I enjoy doing the videos, but long term, does it bring me that same joy? So I would love to hear your thoughts on that. So maybe also at the beginning of my anniversary sale, when I start that, maybe I'll go through and kind of do these same 3, 6, 5 for my fall. So I know this video was a little bit all over the place and I know I have been MIA on here a little bit lately, but I'm trying to get back in the swing of it, you know, right before anniversary sale starts back up. If there's items that you are looking for during the anniversary sale and you would like to hear my thoughts on those, please let me know. Make sure to follow over on Instagram because Instagram is where I do a lot of like restock alerts, things like that. And that is where I feel like the more in the moment information comes up. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and have a great weekend.